Hey, today you are watching Universe Recap Show. Hello, my name is Todd Smith, aka K-Man the Game, and I got a show for you today. I am so excited about E3 2011. Today I call this show E3 2011 Alpha. That means the beginning of this show, talking about E3. The next show, after June the 7th to the 9th, after the show will be called E3 2011 Omega. So I'm telling you what's going on, in the good news in the gaming world, talk about the beginning and the aftermath. But the good news I want to share today is about Nintendo. Nintendo finally, at last, will bring out a console that is 1080p 1, 2, stereoscopic, 3, a touchscreen pad. I don't know what format that Nintendo will be using. I don't know, this time they will be using Blu-ray or whatever. I don't know. But at the same time, Apple, IBM is really bagging Nintendo up on this one. And the good news that I heard, I don't know if it's a rumor or it's just made up, but the console supposed to be released in the year of 2012. And I'm so excited about that. Nintendo finally answered my prayers on this one. And even, another thing that took place, I was just mentioned about the touchscreen pad. Now, I was walking down the street thinking about a touchscreen pad, a gaming pad. I said, why they never create a console with touchscreen pads? Finally, Nintendo, really pushing out that one as well. Exposed to be with the console. It's supposed to be with the console, but that's the far rumors that I know for right now. Far as Sony, I found out later that Sony is firing back. How this console will go. Sony is pushing out a PlayStation tablet, tablet that I heard, and actually that I saw online on N4G. They actually finally pushing this tablet out. And another thing that I heard too, through Hip Hop Gamer, that he said that that they were discussing God of War 4 for Sony, and the game will actually be in 3D this time. And even Uncharted, the third Uncharted will be in 3D. I'm excited about on Sony's behalf. Microsoft, how they're gonna be a great surprise with Microsoft behalf. Nobody don't know what Microsoft will bring out until they bring out. Everybody looking for the Xbox 720. Will Microsoft push it out this year? I don't know. So I don't know what Microsoft will actually push out this year. Microsoft hasn't said anything yet, but Sony showing the little stuff that they have. But one thing that stick in my mind, about Sony is with the war with the PSP. Too. Now I know that touchscreen been out for quite a while. It's old tech. Nintendo can get away with it, but Sony can't. And Sony actually loose a PSP 2 will soon be out. Nobody don't know when. Cause I think my thing is Sony is making a bad decision. Me and my son had a discussion about this, that Sony should just keep that PSP 2 in the garage. Don't even bring it out. Cause the touch screen thing is work for Nintendo, but that's not a good sales point in Sony's behalf. It's not gonna make money like like the 3D DS, cause right now that's killing the competition right now, the 3D DS. And I think Sony should able to come out with something better than what they have. So I'm very disappointed with Sony on that behalf, and they do not need to really push that PSP 2 out. It's too soon. They should take time and look and observe what Nintendo doing, and then put better features on it, and then push out. Even though it look like it's running in 1080, and that's a good thing. But at the same time, even the PSP Gold even did well. And it's like Sony and them that's taking money and flushing in the garbage. The great thing that I want to talk about today is that how Nintendo will win this war. I'm a big fan of Sony. Always, was since they pushed out the PS1. But also I was as a Nintendo fan when they came out with Nintendo, the first Nintendo console NES, and then it came out with the Super NES. But the thing is, Nintendo had an upper hand over Sony. Cause reason why I'm gonna say this: Sony own a TV manufacturer. Everything you have to buy from Sony, you have to buy the television first. You know, you have to buy the television. Even though they gave you free updates and firmwares and everything else with 3D, you know, as well. But the problem is that really, you know, changed, you know, the spot in this one is that Sony, you have to purchase the TV when it come down to their 3D. You really do. And that's what really, you know, gonna hurt Sony in the war. With Nintendo, they actually can pitch and put stereoscopic 3D right out there. And I'm gonna show you here's why, how this can actually take place. Here's you looking at a video that I'm showing you, finna show you right now on my tablet. This is Sony's work right here. I'm gonna show you a little of Sony's work, if I only can get this thing right. This is what Sony been working on in 2008. Right here, they've been working on 3D as well without glasses. And I'm here to tell you, it is good. I got this off a YouTube video and I downloaded it to my tablet, you know, on my SD card. And you seeing it right there in reality. You see the 3D is right in front of you without glass or without any eye pains or anything else. It actually works. And also Apple is putting things out there, and then you got IBM is pushing eye tracking out there. I guess all these people are pushing eye tracking out there, but the big question is, which one gonna be the best? Which one that people, you know, actually, you know, gonna buy? But the reason why I say Nintendo have an upper hand on Sony, like I said before, because Nintendo don't own no television, you know, manufacturer, no TV manufacturers. It's just they consoles out there. So whatever Nintendo put out there, it actually can do magic. Now I see how they actually going to destroy the competition with Microsoft and Sony in 2012. Is the Wii selling good right now, as it has been doing, you know, against the next gen system they have out there, you know, with Microsoft and Sony? They actually can turn around and win this one if they go up higher and greater. Here is, you see a video that I have right in front of you right now, is what Apple is doing. People say, well, that's an Apple video, you know, a 3D app, you know. But the thing I want to show you is that IBM, I think IBM and all them working on the same thing. And the reason why I'm showing you this, that you see how good that 3D look. Even from this camera, the 3D looks so superb. You don't get no eye aches, you don't get no pain. You see 3D actually there in front of your eyes at play. And this is on an iPad, you know, on an iPad. This is a 3D app that they coming out with. I know, you know, Apple is working, I think Apple working with Sony and stuff like that. So it's a possibility that Sony can actually turn around and build off this with the, you know, with the 3D technology. But also you had Nintendo, you know, as well, working with IBM, you know. But the thing, the bottom line I'm saying is that Nintendo will turn around and win. And even though I'm a big fan of Sony, they would take the gold of E3 2011. And man, I'm just not gonna go any farther than that. I love Sony, but Nintendo was still the gold for this year 2011 at E3. So I had to show you this. I want you to stay tuned and continue on June the 7th through the 9th after the show, E3 2011 Omega. And you get your thoughts and your aftermath, what you think about the show, and get your comments what you think about who's gonna be the next winner of E3 2011. Because I want to know, and I want your opinion and your facts. My name is Todd Smith, aka K-Man of Gaming. I will see you next time. Peace.